So, for those of you that don't know me, my hair's a mess. I'm Claire Redfern. I am the owner of Love Life and Lip Gloss, and I'm just getting ready. I'm going to do some videos today. I've got a day off, so I want to get some videos done, so I want to get my face done. But I thought I would come on and talk to you about personal development and what it is, because I've been posting this week with self-love posts every day at 2 o'clock, and I'm going to do that for the rest of the month. And I wanted to explain to you, you'll hear me talk, or you'll see me talk a lot on this page about personal development and how it helps, how it makes you feel better. So I thought I'd pop on and explain what it is, because I think people in network marketing particularly tend to talk about personal development a lot. And probably everybody's got their own interpretation of what that is, or they have no idea. It's like, what? And they literally have, I'm just going to quickly share this into my group, they have no idea what you're talking about. So I thought I'd come on and explain while I'm getting ready. That's just what I thought I'd do. And hopefully a couple of people will pop on and say hello. That would be really nice. I'm just going to drop this in my group. Done. So we all having a good day. It's really nice not being in work. I have to say, it's really nice. I know that's awful, innit? But I do like my job. I just like not being there. So let's get on with it. So personal development, what is it? Well, personal development, I've got some books at the side of me here that I'm going to show you. I'm going to start putting my face on first though, because if I don't get ready, I'm never going to get these done, am I? So personal development is basically anything that helps you get on in life, I guess. Primer. Always prime first. And you can do personal development in loads of different ways. You can read books, you can watch videos, YouTube's brilliant for personal development. You can listen to audibles. You could go to an event and watch people speak. You could be around people who you find inspirational. That's personal development. You know, you could go to a coaching class. That's personal development. Anything that is helping you to personally develop, which kind of makes it sound a little bit obvious, but anything that helps you. I'm going to do a quick face today, so I'm going to do concealer and foundation at the same time. Anything that helps you personally develop is personal development, in my opinion. And there are lots of different types of personal development. The ones that we tend to do in this business, in network marketing, are self-development and business development. I'm like only putting a couple of drops on. Looks my face. They are personal development, self-development, and business development, about building your business. You know, that's really important if you want to be successful at this. And there are thousands, and I mean thousands. This is me doing my quick face, dab and blend. There are thousands of resources that you can tap into, and quite a lot of them are free as well, so you don't even have to pay for it. Now, before I show you some, look how quick, done. I need to get my little mirror out, just to make sure. Ta-da! I just put fake tan on as well, so I might be slightly shade out, but too late. Yeah, so personal development is anything that makes you feel better about yourself. So let me show you my all-time absolute, you can tell it is because of how haggard the sides are. My all-time favourite book that I would highly recommend to everybody, like everybody, is You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero. I absolutely love this book. Love it. Can't recommend it enough. I listen to it. I read it. I have a little desk calendar, which I'll show you, but it's propping up my phone. A little desk calendar that's got a daily thing on that you rip off. Absolutely love it. This book basically tells you to, it explains to you about why you're more important than anybody else, and you know why, how you have the right to live life your way, and you can achieve literally anything you want. I'm going to put a bit of bronzer on today because I've put weight on over Christmas, so I want to try and give myself a look like I've got a little bit of a cheekbone. Cheat hack here. Yeah, it does make you believe, and I don't say this lightly, but this book turned me around. It really did. Look at the difference that makes. Just a tiny, like, little one line of bronzer. I'm going to stick it under my chin as well. See if I can get rid of some of them double chins. It absolutely makes a massive difference. And the thing is, particularly with self-development, you have to do it every day. Like, don't think I've read that book, that's all I need. I read that book, I think I've read it about 4 times. I read it all the time. I go back to it all the time. And actually what I do, and I know like some book lovers will say that this is absolute sacrilege, but I don't know if you can see that. I colour in the bits that I think like really stand out to me. Everything you do along your journey contributes to where you are going. If what someone else is doing sparks your interest, take notice. It could mean that your calling has something in common with theirs. You know, there's nothing wrong with looking at other people, being inspired by them, and doing what they do, replicate what they do. Why not? You know, probably how they got there. You know, eyebrows. So yeah, I absolutely, I can't recommend it enough. I also listen, if you're not a reader, because I know not a lot of people, not everybody's a reader. If you're not a reader, YouTube is, I need to look down to do this, sorry, I'm not being rude. YouTube is awesome for all sorts of content. I mean, there's way more on YouTube than just cats chasing cucumbers and cute dog videos. I can't help myself watching the cute dog videos. I love them. And actually, I would say that they are also feed into the self-development realm. I think, personally, in my view, because when I watch puppy dogs, they make me feel better. And anything that makes you feel better, in my opinion, is a good thing. So, and it's always, it helps you with things like when I say so a lot. So what if I say so a lot? But I think it gets on people's nerves. But I don't even realise I'm doing it. So I'm sorry. My family tell me off all the time for it. And this is where I realise that I never ever get my eyebrows the same. Top tip from me, don't do that when you do your eyebrows. I found myself doing that a lot, and I realised that I was absolutely messing them up. So don't do it. Makes them look not natural. I'm literally only, this is the eyebrow palette. I love this, look, how gorgeous is that? And I literally only dab my brush on it like that. That's it, that's all I use. This, I can't even imagine I ever needing to buy one of these ever again. Eyebrow palettes are not going to make me rich. People buy one and then that's it, they don't need another forever. So yeah, I've got some more books, and I have a library of books at the side of me. I get them on my Kindle. I have confession time. I've bought loads of books on my Kindle and then bought the hard copies. So I buy the cheap version on my Kindle, and if I like it, like I've got You're a Badass on my Kindle. I read it first on there, and then I bought the audio because I can listen to it on my Amazon thing that I can't mention because my entire house will start talking to me. But it's an Amazon or an Amazon. I can't say it because it literally, the whole house goes, I do not know what you're saying, or something like that. So, but I got this on my Kindle, and then because I really liked it, I bought the hard copy so I could colour it in. And then I can flick through it if I need to. So if I need a really short, quick, like, pick me up, I have it there. So there's also, I mean, there's loads of books. You might not like You're a Badass. It's a little bit sweary. I like sweary. I do swear it. So it kind of suits me. But there's all sorts. There's this is Practicing the Power of Now, which is really shiny. There's books on things specifically. I mean, look for things and ask people like me and say, I'm struggling with this. Can you recommend anything? And if I can, I'll know someone who can. I can guarantee you that, because there's so many of us that we're always saying to each other, oh, I read this, you need to get this book, or I've learnt this out of this book. I love my little blush, yeah. It totally makes a difference to your face. Makes me look like I'm actually breathing. So a lot of people struggle with money mindset. And around, like, I always hear people say, I'm skint, I've never got any money. I'm going to use palette 3 today. Sorry, I know I absolutely squirrel all the time. I bounce off one thing for another, but I'm going to pinks today. I know people say, like, you know, I'm skint, I never earn enough money, or I can't afford to do this, or I can't afford to do that. If that's you, this is the book for you. This is the second in her series. I would recommend the first one first, which is just Lucky Bitch. But this is Get Rich Lucky Bitch. And Denise Duffield Thomas is a money mindset queen. And I absolutely love these books. Again, a little bit sweary. You can see that I have a personal development theme. I actually quite like sweary books. I admit it. But that is brilliant, and she's got a website as well. So she, I'm going to use a blending brush. She allows you to go to a website, and she puts tools on there as well, so you can download things that are all around money and how you feel about money and how you react to having money. It's really common. I'm going to go for a bit tickled, I think. It's really common for people who win the lottery to end up bankrupt, because their mindset isn't, you know, it's still in that never had money, I'll never have money, can't keep money, burns a hole in my pocket type mindset. And she gives you little tricks. I used Lucky Bitch and Denise's method. It's a 5-step method, and it's brilliant. I used it and got myself a new job that was paying me, I think it was about $7 grand more a year. So, and at this point, if I was doing a video, I'd stop now and start the whole thing again. But I'm not going to. I'm going to carry on, because that's the beauty of doing lives. Yeah, I used her 5-step program out of that book, and I bought a course after this work, because it absolutely worked. And I got myself a new job. Absolutely banged myself a new job. And I can honestly say, is that even? I can honestly say I walked into that interview absolutely convinced that I was getting that job, and there was no way I wasn't going to get it. No way. So I would highly recommend that book. I'm just going to jump in here with, I have started putting my main colour on with a blending brush, because I find that firstly it goes on really nice, and secondly you get that quite big deep colour dead quick. You know me, I'm all about like get it on, get out the door. It goes on really fast, I find, personally. Just saying. What shall I do next? I'm going to go Flippant, which is this one here. A bit purpley. Going for the pinky purples today. And I'm going to do pink lips. I'm going to show you how to get fat lips. Nice fat lips. So, the other thing that there is about as well, which again, I pin into the personal development sort of self-development. I'm just going over my crease with this. The self-development realm is workbooks. Now, my friend just bought me a workbook, and I absolutely loving it. I'm going to show you what I'm doing on my other eye in a minute, once I've just got this right. you never quite know whether eyeshadow's going to go on right, I always find. So, that's cool. She bought me this. It's called Style Your Mind, a workbook and lifestyle guide for women who want to design their thoughts, empower themselves, and build a beautiful life. And it's by, I'm so going to say this wrong, Cara Alwill Labour. And it's it's one of these that you fill in. I'm really enjoying that. I'm finding it really, really helpful just to get my thoughts all in one place, because the thing is with self-development, one of the things that will always say, pretty much anything you read, it will direct you and suggest that you set your goals. Set your goals, set your why. So why do you want to reach your goals? Why is that important? How is it going to change your life? How is it going to affect you? Do that. They pretty much all say that, but they will all speak to you in a slightly different way. What I'm doing with this is I'm going above. You see that bit there where you go in? That's called your crease. I'm going above that because otherwise you don't see it, because I've got saggy eyes, which probably isn't a technical term, but you know, hey ho. And then I'm going to put a bit cheeky, because that feels like me today. Bit of cheeky on the lid. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a softer brush from somewhere. One of the things with doing unique is that you end up with so many makeup brushes that you never find the one that you want. And you're just going to put... I've been going for quite dark lids lately. I don't know if you've noticed. But I'm quite liking the dark lid look. Do you like that? So yeah, the workbooks, I find the workbooks are not as good as, by any stretch of the imagination, but if you can't afford a coach, a life coach, then these kind of books are great. I would highly recommend getting a life coach, though, if you can afford it. But it's an investment in yourself. The other type of personal development that we do is, what do you think? Like it. Shall I put a bit of liner on? Yeah. I'm going to carry on using my palette. So far I've used Tickled, I've used Flippant, I've used Cheeky, and I'm now going to use Irate, which is the black one. And I'm going to use a brow brush. Controversial, I know. I'm just going to wet it, like the nice way, not stick it in my mouth. Yeah, so the other kind of development we do a lot of is, I would call it business development, which is like, I need my mirror for this, which is training stuff. So it's reading and learning about your craft. So many people are nervous about joining network marketing because it sounds kind of crazy. I felt that when I joined, or before I started. I was like, what the hell? I don't even know what it is. I have no idea. It's not marketing, it's sales. I just had so many preconceptions. And actually, it's like any job. You start a job and you have no idea what you're doing. No idea. And, you know, unless you're moving from one job to another, which is exactly the same. But generally, you start a job and you don't know what you're doing. And you get them first day nerves and then first week nerves. And then you get into like a couple of weeks and you think, shit, what have I done? Because I really don't know what I'm doing. Particularly, and this is why people get stuck in careers, I think. I did the same job for 10 years. And because I'd done the same job for 10 years, I convinced myself I could never do anything else. Which is just madness. But I did. And this is what self-development stops you doing. It makes you understand why you tell yourself things like that. It's just fear. Absolutely, 100% just fear. But, what do you think of that? Nice little black line to put a bit of black underneath as well. So you have to learn your craft, don't you? You have to. I'm going to go inside my waterline with this as well. I know it's eyeshadow, but you can, because it's all natural stuff and it's safe. So it's cool. It's all cool. I'm going to go inside my waterline and just under. Ooh, what a difference. So, yeah, we also spend quite a lot of time training and doing business development. Got sleep on my eye, there you go. And there are a bazillion books. I listened to a business building book the other day while I was doing my ironing. So I know some people say, oh, I can't fit doing personal development in. I don't have time. Well, if I can do it when I'm doing my ironing, I'm pretty sure you can. You know, I listen to it in the bath. I just bought all these Amazon things that I can't talk about because they'll all go off. My fish is making a funny noise. Don't know what that is. I'm in the house on my own. I don't know. I'm just going to carry on. Yeah, so I forgot what I was talking about now. Business development books. Yeah, I read them all the time. I listen to them all the time. You can't soak enough in. It's a bit like being the new girl at work and sitting next to someone who's been doing it for 30 years and learning off them. That's pretty much what it is, you know. So, and I fit that in around my day. My little my Amazon Echoes play me while I'm doing. So I don't even have to read it if I don't want. You can watch it on YouTube. I'm going to put Epic on, and then I'm going to put 3G Fibre Lash on top because I can. Big eyelash kind of day. Let's go for a falsy look. I have a mirror just at the side of me, which is why I keep sneakily looking to the side. I don't know if that helps you understand a little bit what personal development is. I know a lot of people, if you go into your local library, there is a section, there will be absolutely a section on self-help. It's massive at the moment, particularly in the health arena. Mental health in this country, UK, if you're not watching, I'm guessing probably in every other country as well, actually. But mental health issues are massive. Massive, massive problem. There are so many people suffering with mental health issues that the health system can't cope. There's not enough, look at that. There's not enough support networks. Self-development books, I'm not suggesting will cure that, but they will certainly help. Can I just say, look, they will certainly help. And honestly, you all know I've got a little boy, Thomas. He's like 7. And I'm already doing personal development with him. He's got a Law of Attraction book. I've got this little random hair. Can you see it? Do my head in. He's got a little Law of Attraction book. We do affirmations in the car in the morning, which is a whole other topic. I'm constantly telling him about things I've learned, about how other people react and behave. And, you know, people don't always understand you. People don't. I love this mascara. People don't always understand you. They don't always understand what you're trying to do. You know, some people might not understand why I do this. They might not. They might think, what the hell are you doing? Going live, putting your makeup on. Or what you selling makeup online for? You know, I get that all the time. I don't care. They don't pay my bills. Before I started reading these books, I'd have cared. And I'd have probably cried in a corner. And I'd have been really upset. And I'd have been thinking, oh, they're laughing at me. Oh, they don't like me. Oh, like, they all think I'm stupid. Now, I don't care. Because the only person's opinion that matters, there are two people's opinions that matter to me, wholeheartedly. One is my own, and the other is the child that I born. And that is because I'm his little hero. You know, I don't want his opinion of me to ever change, so that's why he's important. But everybody else's opinions waver. You know, one day you like me, another day I get on your nerves. One day you think I'm an absolute witch, and the next day you think I'm the best thing in the world. It's just, that's how life is. Now, all the books that I've read, all the videos that I've watched on YouTube, they've all helped me understand that. And they've basically just broken it down into logic. And they've made me think about it. Whereas before, I never even thought about it. Fibres. Sorry, that was the transplanted gel. This is the fibres. Look at them already. Goodness me. This is my favourite look. Epic and then 3D fibre lash on top. I don't think you can get any better than that. And it feels so light as well. It doesn't feel heavy on your eyes. It doesn't feel like false lashes, which is really important for me because I don't like heavy eyes. What do you think? And you can see the difference, can't you? Like, this is Epic, which is massive. But this is 3D fibre lashes, which is massive and thick. Look. Ooh. Sorry. I know it's not pleasant looking in somebody's eye. So, the self-love post that I'm posting, I am doing one a day. And they're not necessarily for you to comment on. I mean, you can comment on them, that would be great. But they're not necessarily for that. They're for you to take away and think about in your own time and reflect on. And, you know, spend some time on you. Mums, particularly, but ladies generally, but mums particularly, very rarely spend time on themselves. And it's criminal, really. I know I used to do it, so I'm not saying anybody's wrong because I used to do it. But oh my God, look at that. You know, we very rarely feel guilty if we do something for ourselves, or even if you sit down, not stay and have a cup of tea for half an hour and read a magazine. Do you know what I mean? People feel, well, women tend to feel bad for that because they feel like they should be doing something. Getting the school dinners ready or doing the ironing or going out to work, you know. I have, or I did have, I had them feelings of guilt a lot. I don't anymore. I buy myself flowers frequently. I treat myself frequently. I sit here for 2 hours playing with makeup because it makes me feel good, quite frankly. So, what do you think of that? Look at them. How can you not love these lashes? They're just awesome. What do I need to do now? Lips. This is where I shut up. I'm going to do, this is Perky lip liner. And then I'm going for a lighter colour pink, which is Ritzy lipstick today. I think. I might change my mind once I put it on. But, so what we're going to do with this, I'm going to explain this and then shut up because I need to put it on. Under here, I'm going to draw outside the lip. Here, I'm going to draw inside, same on the top. Cupid's bow outside the lip, here inside. Let's look down. See? Already making my lip look like it's sticking out. Got her. Outside. The reason why I don't do outside here is because it makes it look really fake, I think. I'm just joining up the lines and then I'm just going to colour it in. I quite like that pink on its own, but it's going to lighten up now. Got Nick. I put it down somewhere. So I'm just going to go over with lipstick. Now, I know you should use a lip brush. But let's face it, who does really? I've got some new lipsticks coming. Oh my God. Can't wait to show them you. Cannot wait to show them you. I'm not going to tell you about them. It's a secret. I can't wait to show them you. What I'm going to do to make my lips look even more poutier, the bronzer that I used before, just take a normal brush, tiny bit, don't need a lot, underneath here, just put a little bit and blend it in, right, and then, probably should have done this one first, but never mind, take highlighting powder. So this is iridescent, this is white, I don't know if you can see that. This is a pearl one. You could use an eyeshadow for this as well, or concealer works just as good. But take a bit of that and put it over the top. You know, just in your little dippy bit, in your Cupid's bow bit. Makes your lips more poutier. I'm just going to pop some of this on here as well. My blusher has a highlighter in it, so I'm always putting a tiny bit of this on. Ta-da! What do you think? Done! So, personal development, I would highly recommend, if you are interested in personal development, give me a shout and I'm happy to recommend some books for you. Got thousands of the things, got hundreds of the bloody stuff. Depending on what you're interested in, really, or what you're struggling with, get on YouTube, do a search. If you've got anxiety, do a search. There's loads on there. There's ones to help you with your breathing. There's ones to help you sleep at night. There's ones to help you break down the issues that you've got. If, there's just everything. There's videos to help you feel confident about talking to other people. There's, you know, anything. We all have stuff that we don't feel as confident in. You may well find a little trick for yourself. I have tricks that I use for myself. Putting this on, all this, turns me into a different person. It makes me way more confident than when I first start the video and I feel, I don't feel as confident. I don't like going out. I went to school this morning with no makeup on because I knew I was going to do this. And I literally had my scarf right around my face, my hood right up. It was raining, but, you know, I just don't want to really, I want to sort of walk in like this. When I've got my face on in the morning, I'm walking and I'm like, hi, morning. I just feel like a different person. And you may find that it might not necessarily be makeup, particularly if you're a fella. But you may find that you have something that makes you feel better. Tapping works brilliantly. You know, when you're feeling anxious, you might see people rubbing their ears or maybe tapping their wrists and things like that. Loads of techniques out there. It's about finding the right ones for you and finding someone who can help you work through them. So I'm going to get off. I have lots of videos to make today, so have fun. And if you get any books that you think wow, or you've read any books that you think this was amazing, please let me know, because if I haven't read it, I'd love to. Or YouTube videos, like tag me in them, because I'm really interested in stuff like that. So have a fab day and thanks for watching, and I shall see you all soon.